What's up, guys? Crane here from LogicLounge.com. Today, Windows released Windows 8 RTM, and we're going to take an in-depth look at the insides. So this is Windows 8 RTM, and from my recent Windows 8 videos, it really doesn't look any different. There's a little bit of aesthetic changes, but overall, the internals are the same. It's just a little bit of design changes, and one of the big design changes is actually in the desktop environment. There is no more arrow anymore. It has this kind of frosted windowed mode now. There is no more arrow mode. I don't know if it'll come back in an option, but right now within Windows 8 you can't get arrow. It's this new default theme, and as you can see, I have this Windows Explorer window open with the extended buttons that you can use to do different tasks, which I think is kind of cool, especially the delete history is very nice, as well as opening command prompt and PowerShell as well. It also comes, and if I don't click on the right button, it also comes with Internet Explorer 10. Internet Explorer 10 will be coming with the release of Windows 8. Now this is Windows 8 RTM Enterprise, which is available for all MSDN and TechNet subscribers at the current moment. So there are a little bit of fallbacks on that, at least because you can only review it for 90 days before you actually have to uninstall it and then get an actual version. You can't really upgrade it for some awful reason that I don't know why. So that's what that comes in. I mean, besides the desktop interface and the differences between you not using arrow anymore, it's about the same. We can also talk here about all the applications. One of the big ones is the store is now up and running. It has full of applications that you can go in and use. The featured applications, so there's a lot of very popular ones in there, including StumbleUpon, Evernote is in there as well, Geek Trivia, Xbox Smart Glass. We saw that talked about at E3, and here it is in the application store. You can go ahead and install as you want and play around. Now, talking about more design aesthetic changes, we can actually go into the preferences and talk about all the preferences. It does require, again, like I said in previous videos, it does require you to have a Outlook account. And it's called Outlook account now because I think they're kind of moving away from Microsoft Live Hotmail accounts. It's now Outlook.com. And so you have your start screen customization option, so you can really pick anything you want and then pick any colors you want. I kind of been going for the dark blue combinations like you see in recent videos. The lock screen comes with a new default lock screen, and I'll lock my computer right here, and you can see it has a nice Seattle landscape that's been drawn in, and that actually looks really cool, actually. And I think that's a nice lock screen. If I ever do get Windows 8, that's probably what I'll use as my lock screen. Like any other applications, you can use it to use applications even with the lock screen here. And like I was saying before, you need a cloud account or an Outlook account to be able to sign in, because it does take your Hotmail Outlook account to sign in and use it. Although you can switch to a local account, and that's for people who don't have maybe aren't access to the internet on their computer. They can use local accounts, but generally you're going to be using a cloud account. And that was brought up to me that it will actually reduce the piracy of applications, because you do need to have a cloud account to be able to register the product. And with all that stuff, they can kind of see, well, this account has it, but wait again, this account, it's stuff like that is cracking down on security. Other than that, nothing's really different besides just general topics and choosing when going through general privacy, devices, wireless, stuff like that. I mean, it's really nothing is different, just a couple aesthetic changes. Like I said before, you can set different lock screen backgrounds as well. Whatever to your heart's content looks cool, you can choose to unlock your computer. Now, there is one feature in the back end that I can't necessarily demonstrate right now, but I can tell you about. It's called Windows to Go. Basically, you can install Windows on a flash drive and take it with you wherever you want to go. And you can plug it in the USB, boot from the USB, and have Windows 8 right there and booting off that USB. So I think that's kind of cool to talk about. Also to talk about here, there's new applications. One of them is a travel application, which is kind of cool. So you can choose different locations. Like here's Cancun, Mexico. We can see here a short introduction about it. a movie what the exchange rate is. So $1 equals $13 in Cancun. So that's kind of cool. That's actually pesos. You can see the airport defined flights. You can view photos. You can even view panoramas. It uses Microsoft's technology for the panorama. So you can actually do a nice panorama shot in there. There's a guy in the pool with the nice fountain. You can view people. So that's kind of cool that you can see a 3D perspective view of whatever you want to look at, and it uses Microsoft's panorama technology again to do that. So that's kind of cool. If you are the person who likes to travel, maybe virtually travel, that's kind of cool. You can see attractions, hotels, restaurants, guides. The list goes on, and there's multiple locations. So if you're a traveling person, that'll be great for you. You can also see what's trending on Bing. Bing is now a default application within the Windows install, so you can see what's popular now. Maybe we can click on Jessie J, and it brings up a nice search. And this is actually a Bing search window. You can see all these Jessie J articles here, and we can go into Wikipedia, which will bring up Internet Explorer in, I don't want to call it Metro because they actually dropped the name Metro. That's another change aesthetically. It's not called Metro anymore. It's called just the interface or whatever they decided to call it. So there's nothing new on that front. But as you can see here, it's nice. It's really clean looking. That's what I like about Windows 8. It's very clean looking, nice lines. It's not cluttered and messy, which is really cool. But one of the downsides, again, and I gotta keep saying this, it's focused very heavily on this new user interface, like you can see right here. And for people who really use hardcore desktops and gaming and all that, this really isn't gonna be the operating system for you. This is going to be for the casual user, maybe the user with the with the touchscreen tablets, with all that stuff. That's what they're going to be using it for. This isn't for someone who's a hardcore gaming expert or someone who relies on desktop-based applications like Photoshop, Premiere, anything desktop application is not going to be the best for you because, as you can see here, they've really taken out a lot of things. And you can't even open up applications really from this desktop environment. You actually got to go to the Start menu and then go ahead and open an app from in there. That actually takes me to another feature here. It's, again, small features that make the big picture here. Down in the bottom right-hand side, there's a minus button. So when you have a lot of applications, which inevitably you're going to do, you can press that minus button, and it actually zooms it out. So you can maybe pick the panel that has the application that you've been looking for on it. So you're not scrolling through or searching or whatever have you. So this has just been a short introduction to Windows RTM. I mean, I went over the main outline of it, but you'll have to go look my release preview video, which I did a couple weeks ago on Windows 8 to get a more in-depth look, because I'm just doing what the updated features are, and in Windows RTM there's not a lot of features. If you're wondering when to inspect, yeah, I can't talk today, can I? If you're wondering when to inspect this operating system, we're talking maybe about October, September, October area. It may come out in conjunction with the Windows RT tablets, but that's down in the future. So right now it's just available in this cloud format here, and you can download it and take a look at it. So check it out. You can download it if you're an MSDN or TechNet subscriber. You only get the 90-day trial, like I said before. You don't get anything above that, and you'll have some complications when it gets to the point where you need to actually buy the product. So this is just for evaluation purposes. Don't use this as a hardcore operating system if you do end up getting it in this RTM state. So that does it for me. If you have any questions about Windows 8, be sure to email them to me, Creighton@LogicLounge.com, or you can also comment on this YouTube video. Be sure to like and subscribe to us as well. That always helps out with the views and lets us know that we're doing a good job in bringing you the content that you want to be seeing. So until our next video, and of course, please follow our social media profiles, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all under the username of LogicLounge. And this has been Windows 8 RTM, and until our next video, we'll see you guys later.